Hello again everyone, Ageofdune here, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. As you can see here, it is pretty much all, it is all diamonds from last season. I'm sure you recognize pretty much all the names on this team here. Oh, of course, it goes way up to, all the way up. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. 2 minutes in. Alright, so, couple deaths there. Alright, so in the blue team here, we've got the Void Boy here. Ooh, he's got the Is he gonna get Darius? What is he gonna do? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, he did get Darius, and then Darius took him down. That's actually what we saw as we were coming in. That was pretty interesting there. Nice little double trade there, and Void Boy got first blood, so that was not bad for Void Boy. But yeah, let's go ahead and name off the teams here. Down bottom we have Silsoul and Skara on Ezreal. This is really unusual for Skara. Skara, almost every time I see Skara play, he is mid. So this is actually the first time I have ever seen him play anything other than mid, really. So they're going to be against Quantic High on Blitzcrank, and Megan Fox is GG on Vayne, and Silsoul is Nidalee, and Scar is Ezreal, of course. Mid lane, we have Kelsey Jiang, who I thought was Silsoul, but there's Silsoul down here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. As Katarina versus One Goal and One Dream on Kha'Zix. And then we've got Haruka is Shaco, jungling against Jarvan, who is Ninja Ken. And then top lane, we've got Void Boy, Cursed Void Boy, versus Whale. I know Void Boy here has been through a lot of different little groups. He almost killed Darius again, by the way. It's actually pretty good. Looks like Shaco's coming in for a gank, too. I'm not sure. I think this might be Shaco's new skin. It's pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, he is coming in for a gank. Silsoul and Scar do not know about it. They're going in. They're probably going to take down Scar. They do take down Silsoul. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get Scar. No, he does flash to safety, so good escape by him. So alright, let's go ahead and arrange our little board here so we can compare CS and such. There we go. Alright. So have everybody versus each other on the little skill board. It does make it easier to see. Again, that was suggested to me by one of the viewers. Thank you for that. Alright. So up top, looks like Void Boy is pushing Darius to the tower. He is actually 4 versus Darius's 2, which is pretty impressive that he's got that much of a lead already. This is a pretty big wave though, so Darius is probably going to get 3 off this wave would be my guess. He is going to get 3 off this wave, but he's still way behind Void Boy, who is actually about halfway to 5 already. So Darius is definitely behind after the little engagement over here that we saw Void Boy almost take the Darius down. So that's pretty impressive difference there. It looks like Quantic High, Mr. Blitzcrank here, was setting up for a nice little pull, but it did not end up happening, and now they are both going back. He actually got revealed by that thing. Oh, he attempted to go ahead and grab her, but he was interrupted, and he did not manage to grab her. She's just being mean to him. Oh, is she gonna... No. She did not end up launching a spear. I thought for a little bit she was gonna go ahead and launch a spear at him and interrupt his back, but she did not end up doing so. Looks like Mr. Shaco here decided to come in for a gank, but that did not work. And he's gonna go ahead and try again, I guess. So Katarina's now walking away, and oh, she just jumped right over, and that did not work again. Katarina's really good at escapes a lot of times, just because of that, what number? What is Shunpo? That is E. Or E. She can just Shunpo to a minion and get out of a lot. I think she can also Shunpo to allies too, which is always nice. If a Katarina's trying to escape and you're on the other side of a wall, go ahead and walk up to the other side of the wall and she can Shunpo to you and she will love you forever. Or, don't. She'll hate you forever. You know, whichever one you're feeling. So, keep that in mind if you are actually playing with a Katarina. Ooh, looks like Blitzcrank actually did land a pull and got Ezreal pretty low there. Quite a bit of damage to poor Ezreal. Poor Scar. And that is the real Scar. It's not a different spell. So unless there's just completely different Scar that has the spelling aspects, I'm pretty sure that is Scar. It just blows my mind that I'm actually seeing him not mid. I guess Kelsey Xiong here just went mid. So now it looks like Kelsey Xiong's coming in for a gank. We'll go ahead and ulti. She did get popped up by the Blitzcrank. And now she's going to be killed with the turret. She is going to go down to the turret, but they do take down the Blitzcrank. Scar does, but now Scar is going to go down to the turret as well, but that's executed, so there's no kill for the purple team from that. Shaco just got picked up by that ward, so Nidalee knows he's there, so she's just taking off. She's going to escape with no problem at all. And Jarvan is actually covering mid versus the Kha'Zix to make sure Kha'Zix gets no tower damage. Sorry, Cass. Now Nidalee is trying to escape because she went a little bit too far. Shaco does land his slow, but Ghost was a little bit too powerful for that, and she does end up making it. So she's going to get a little bit more harass on Vayne, and probably just going to stay cautious. Oh, look at that. Shaco actually went in there to B and stepped on a trap, which interrupted his B like 3 times. It's alright. It looks like Voyboy actually went back, and Darius is 5, but I have a feeling by the time Voyboy gets back to Darius, Darius will be up to 6. Now, Voyboy is still going to be ahead on XP, because even now he's over halfway to 7. So he's still going to be ahead, but I do believe that Darius will be 6 before he gets back. Although it looks like... Okay. It looked like Voyboy was actually wanting blue buff there, but Jarvan did not give it to him, and Voyboy disappointedly walks away. Fakes a B for a second. I don't know what was up with that. It looks like Kha'Zix says, hey, give me blue. So, looks like he's going to go for the blue. I don't think Shaco's coming to help, so I don't think he's going to get it, because I don't think he can really handle it by himself yet. So, looks like for now, no blue for Kha'Zix. And this Katarina here just gets to keep pushing, and it looks like she's probably going to go down for a gank, because her lane is pushed. Oh no, she's just warding. Never mind, I was lying. Or wrong. I would never be wrong. Ha! Right. Anybody who watched my channel for any time at all knows that I've often been on these. So yeah. But looks like Voyboy is back, and as you can see, the levels are still different there. He is 7 and Darius is 6. Level difference, but Darius has caught up a lot. He's only about half a level behind, whereas before he was a level and a half. There's piggies down here. Looks like Ezreal went ahead and ultied. I don't think they got to kill anybody, but there was a gank that came in. How they escaped that. Sorry, there's the Jarvan coming in, and he did get picked up by the ward. And the enemy just... Oh, wow. Very nice. The Blitzcrank just flashed over that wall, and then immediately turned around and pulled the Jarvan into the tower range. Granted, I mean, Jarvan's 7, and he was able to take a couple tower shots, so it didn't kill anybody, but it was actually a really nice play. And Jarvan not been had he been a little less careful, he probably would have died and ended up giving a kill for them for that. So Kha'Zix did get his blue finally. He's actually really low, so he's having to go back as well because Katarina was able to harass him quite a bit. He's going back. He did get his blue. He's happy now. Blue's very nice in the Kha'Zix. That right there, that's his ulti. It can go multiple times, and each time he does it, it does more damage, but it costs more mana. So, as Kha'Zix, it's really nice to have that blue buff. Alright, Shaco's going in and trying to solo this dragon. The Jarvan knows he's there, though, so Shaco's going to have to fall back. His ulti will now be on cooldown for a while. I don't think it's that long of a cooldown, though. 100 seconds, that's pretty big. So, there will be no dragon for the Shaco there. So now it looks like they are going to have to do their dragon in an old-fashioned way of having enough people to contest it. Looks like Kha'Zix, was thinking about stealing the enemy red, but he did not end up doing it. Katarina's getting a little harassed in. Looks like the purple team is going to go for this dragon, but there's lots of pings saying fall back, because, well, they're kind of paranoid about these two, I think. And Ezreal as well. But I think it was more Katarina because she could do a lot of damage really fast, and when you're in the middle of a dragon fight, you don't really want that. So they are going to go ahead and fall back. The blue team was actually able to push them back from dragon, which is pretty impressive considering it was a 3 versus 4. Good job to the blue team. Very nice. And now we have Voyboy here versus Darius again. And if you notice, Voyboy has actually lost his advantage on XP with his roaming, and he keeps going back all the time. And every time he goes back, he loses a little bit more of that advantage. Now he's actually behind in XP by a little. So he actually almost went back there, but then he changed his mind again. I don't know if... I think it was because of that ward. He saw that ward expiring, so he knew that Darius was coming back. So the... oh, down goes the Ezreal. Okay. There's that. Looks like Nidalee was thinking about warding, but she got caught by the Shaco, so she's trying to escape now. Looks like the Ezreal... Just watch both. Nice. Down goes that. Now let's focus on Ezreal. What happened to him? Okay, so he was pushed all the way to the tower. He hit the Vayne once under the tower, and then the Blitzcrank came in on him. Did exhaust him, and then silenced him. He popped him up, but he did end up running this way, but the Shaco came in for the kill, and now Nidalee was in trouble. I think she's going to escape with no problem, but we'll have to see. Yeah, looks like Shaco is... Oh, Shaco did ulti, so it looks like he is going in on this. She's now trying to run away using her Tiger form. She did get ignited there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to kill her, especially since she does have her heal. Yes, she did survive. So it was a good attempt by the Shaco, but he was not quite able to take her down, but they are going to fight this tower a bit. Do a bit of damage here. Mr. Jarvan's coming in for a bit of harass, but he's not going to be able to defend this tower alone because he can really be turret dived. He is pretty tanky though, so they might not even be able to successfully turret dive. There was a attempted Blitzcrank, but he ended up grabbing a minion instead, and now Kha'Zix is coming in. So the purple team is going to have to back off now. In comes the Kha'Zix. Blitzcrank is trying to go in. Looks like Kha'Zix did just go straight in and probably going to take out this Vayne. He did take out the Vayne. Now, Nidalee's here as well, so she did end up getting assist for that. Shaco's in this bush, and they have no idea. Shaco's going to get out of this, and he's right there. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Had they gone in that bush, they would have seen him, and they would have killed him. He successfully escaped. But the blue team is going to go ahead and do quite a bit of damage to this tower now, and Blitzcrank unwisely came back in, so he's going to take a lot of damage, but he did not end up going down because of this Kha'Zix. Very nice for the Kha'Zix, saving that Blitzcrank. The Ezreal tried to get a snipe in using his ulti, but it did not end up working, and now Kha'Zix is going in on Ezreal. He did silence him, so Ezreal can't use his abilities on him. But he is attack damage, so... Actually, he's not very... Oh wow. He actually just used his E to get into the tower. He did take damage from the tower, so he did go down, but he used his Ignite on the Kha'Zix to take him down. So it looks like, yet again, Nidalee is hit by that Shaco. I'm not sure what happened there. So now she's probably gonna... Yeah, she does end up taking the Shaco down, but she does go down to the Darius. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. What exactly happened? Nidalee... Did they get the dragon? Alright, so Nidalee and Jarvan were going in on the dragon. Not sure if they got it. It did go to the blue team, and now Shaco says, well, I'm going to take you down to that. So Nidalee and Jarvan are now going in on the Shaco. Jarvan's trying to escape because he's pretty low. Now Nidalee was trying to escape as well. Jarvan does manage to escape so far. Nidalee, on the other hand, sticks around and decides to go in on the Shaco. Alright, so yeah, there's the death in Nidalee. And let's take a look at the Katarina here. She was coming down to help, but she did get stuck with the Shaco box, which pushed her back into Darius and was able to take her down. And then we get to see that Nidalee die. It's kind of mean of us. Taking a look, watching that Nidalee die over and over and over. So the purple team is going to go ahead and push this. They just lost their tower here, so they're going to try to do a one-for-one trade. They did lose the dragon there, though, as well. So the blue team is ahead in gold, if you notice. They are currently a little over 2k ahead, 2.3k ahead. So the purple team is going to go ahead and take this tower, which means they won't be quite as far ahead. Let's see, after the tower, they're going to go up to 19.3 versus 20.6. So actually, it's 1.6. Yeah, it's not as far ahead, but they are still a little bit ahead. Ooh, Scar just got grabbed and then punched into the wall that day. He's in a lot of trouble here. He does ulti, but I think he's still going to go down. There's not really much he can do about it. Now Nidalee is having to be fairly careful. Don't want to get pulled or 2 versus 1 in general. she's going to go ahead and ward that and fall back. Looks like she's going to go ahead and get the Kha'Zix is actually in the enemy jungle. Looks like he was thinking about grabbing that red. But, oh, he does end up getting that dragon or that Baron to go ahead and attack the Kha'Zix using an ability. That's one thing you do want to keep in mind. Now with the new jungle, the jungle creatures do attack the closest person. Oh, there's the ulti. She is going to do quite a bit of damage. It looks like they are going to take down this Darius. They do take down the Darius, and the fake Shaco goes down as well. The regular Shaco's okay. There's the exhaust on Blitz. Blitz is probably going to go down as well. Blitz does go down. Now Kha'Zix and Shaco are having to run away. You don't want to die. But yeah, as I was saying, the jungle critters will attack the closest person now. More action. Down goes the Kha'Zix, down goes the Shaco, I'm guessing. Yes, Shaco does go down. And the tower... Okay, the tower's still on there. Vayne came in for Boy Boy, but it looks like Vayne's going to go down. She does end up taking down Boy Boy before she goes down, though. So she does end up getting a 1-for-1 for that, but the rest of them all died. Except for Blitzcrank. Well, he died too, I think. But yeah, if you have an enemy here who's like low on health or just you want to hit a little bit, if they're inside of this pit, if you hit Baron, he'll start attacking them. And he's going to do quite a bit of damage, especially in cases like this. At 16 minutes, he does a lot of damage, and I believe it's actually spread among the number of people in there. Because I've noticed if you're alone, you tend to take a whole lot more damage from him. So if your enemy is alone in that Baron pit, they're going to take a lot of damage very quickly from that Baron. And as you saw there, he took Kha'Zix down to half health just by Kha'Zix hitting him and Baron at the same time, and then Baron did 2 shots and Kha'Zix was pretty low. So keep that in mind. Again, it also works in here. I've seen people flash over here. Had that person shot through the wall and hit the wolves would have gone at the person that was inside of wolves now instead of going after the one who hit them. And they would have killed them. So if you're chasing somebody down and they flash over a wall into something like the wolves and you have a skill shot, shoot it over. If it doesn't hit them, it'll hit the wolves, and the wolves will go at them. It may not work and kill it, but it's definitely worth a shot. Looks like Kha'Zix is actually coming in. He was picked up. He's actually going to go in on that Shaco, who does deceive out, so Shaco's fine. But Kha'Zix was hoping for a kill there. I believe that the purple team knew they were there. Ooh. They did not know the rest of the team was in. There's that Jarvan ulti. It does trap Blitzcrank. It did not trap the Shaco. There's the Ezreal ulti, though, which does do enough damage to the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank goes down. Vayne got caught by the Jarvan combo there. Kha'Zix just went down trying to take down the Shaco. Tower did not turn out. Darius took it down middly, but Darius did go down to Jarvan. Now Shaco's trying to kill the Jarvan. He does take down the Jarvan. Looks like Scar is thinking about coming in. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. He does have his E. He missed his Q, but he's still chasing after him. His Q should be up now, but he did. Shaco does deceive over the wall, so he is okay. Kha'Zix's pushing top. It looks like Katarina was pushing bottom. She's not anymore. Kha'Zix is gonna take this tower. There's nothing the blue team can do about it. Looks like Scar's gonna go ahead and go back. All right. So the blue team now has 3 towers. 3? 1, 2. Oh, I missed this one. So yeah, blue team has 3 towers. Purple team's got 2 towers down. So gold score currently 3.4k. The purple team is 3.4k behind, and it looks like Katarina here is now going to go ahead and go back. Shaco is he pink warded this so that he could get rid of the ward from the enemy team, so they won't know who's at the blue buff when it comes time for blue buff, and then he rewarded here. It's a good thing to spread your wards around. You want to have plenty of vision. It's always good to have it in the bushes as well, because then you're able to see if they're in the bushes. Whereas if you have it, outside the bush, you can't see inside the bush, which is always annoying. And you also cannot see past the bush. So if you put a ward there, you can't see on this side. It makes sense, but it is kind of annoying, especially when you misclick just a little bit and stick it there, and it counts it as outside the bush. I have had that happen enough times that I got very, very quickly frustrated. Nidalee actually just got caught by that Kha'Zix. Again, that ward picked her up. The Blitzcrank came in so he could go ahead and pull, but she was not going to go that way. Ezreal just melted to Darius and Vayne, though. So he got caught out of position there. The Vayne punted him into the wall, followed by the Darius combo of Doom that just instantly gibbed him. And now Purple Team is thinking about going ahead and taking down this dragon. Darius successfully pulled the Katarina, was not able to do enough damage with the combo, but now Nidalee's out of position. Nidalee just got hit by the Kassadin. Nidalee, it looks like, might actually go down. No, she is going to escape this, but the blue team is going to have to fall back, and the purple team is going to go ahead again and try that dragon. This ward is here to pick up Jarvan, so they do know he's here. So it looks like Blitzcrank is thinking about going ahead and pulling. He does not get the pull, but Cassie does ulti over and does a bit of damage to Jarvan. Jarvan came over, he did smite the dragon. Very good move to the Jarvan. Nice smite. He pulled himself over, immediately put the smite on that dragon. He did die for it, but it is well worth it when you can steal a dragon like that. It was very nice for the Jarvan. I actually was watching a stream earlier today when I saw a Taric flash over the wall and steal Baron. That was pretty impressive. I believe he just ulti and shatter combo. He ended up getting Baron. So alright, Boy on Kha'Zix did actually get the red buff there, and he just saw the Shaco, so now he's going in on him. But the rest of the purple team is converging on Boy. So Boy needs to take off. He's going to die now. He's stuck around a little bit too late. He does go down, and double buff goes to Vayne, which is very painful for the blue team. Vayne is nasty, and now she's got red buff and blue buff. She's getting to where she's quite fed. She's going into the late game, and Vayne is a terror in the late game. She is weak in the early game, very weak in the early game, but when it comes down to the late game, ooh, look at that, double ghost there, slowing down the enemy. It's always nice. It does give you vision, and it slows them down. But yeah, once Vayne gets into the late game, you have to really watch out for her. She's a terror. So she's going back along with Shaco. I do like that double ghost thing. It slows the enemy down and grants vision on them. Ooh. Nidalee actually tried to steal that using her spear, but she did not end up getting it quite in time. So Cassidy now has blue buff as well as the Vayne, and Nidalee actually just landed a nice spear on the Blitzcrank there. Good job, Nidalee. And again, I actually faced a Nidalee the other day, and I was about that good at dodging spears. Well, no. Well, yeah, I was about that good. I got hit by a lot of spears. I was Taric, so I was able to take them fairly well. It was better than my carry taking them. But, it was pretty painful anyway. She was a terror. Ooh, Boy. What happened there? Did he tower dive her? Alright, so there's Vayne. I think I went back way too far. Alright, so, okay. There's Kassadin going back. Boy is coming over now. And Vayne is coming into that jungle. Oh, she does put the ward there, so he sees her do that. She does punt him back into the tower. Very well played by her. And then there was a double flash there, but they both flashed. And Boy tried to take her down, but she was able to take him down beforehand. So that's another kill for the Vayne, who's actually 635. I did not realize that she got quite that fed. And now Ezreal just got hit by the Kassadin, having to run away here. He was silenced, but he did end up landing the blue buff, or the red buff, sorry, on Kassadin. But he's still taking a lot of damage, and he just got Blitzcrank pulled, and he goes down to the Kassadin, and now Kelsey Xiong here is trying to run away. Katarina just got silenced as well, and it looks like she actually might end up going down as well. She got popped up with Blitzcrank, and there she goes. She does go down to the Kassadin as well. Darius was coming up behind her to kill her if she made it past. So, the blue team really needs to stay a little bit better grouped up. It looks like they are staying too far apart. They know that they have a lead, and they still do, gold-wise. I mean, they're 6 kills behind, but gold-wise, they are still in the lead, and they know it. But they're letting it kind of go to their heads a little, and they're getting kind of cocky. So they're getting caught out of position, and they're all taking quite a bit of damage that they really should not be taking. It looks like Boy actually is going to try to take down the Kassadin. Not take him down. Nidalee also decided to take down that Kassadin, but he did escape because it was a 4-on-1. So that Kassadin does successfully escape that. And again, that just gave 2 kills to the enemy. But Jarvan lands an ulti in tower range. He is actually getting low here, so he does go down. Okay, I was not sure if he was going to go down or not. He did end up getting 1. They did end up getting the Blitzcrank, but again, that is Blitzcrank, so that is somewhat less impressive than he would really hope. And now the purple team is coming in. They're wanting to kill this Ezreal because he's sticking around. But they're all low enough that they can't turret dive. So there's the ping back. Fall back to Ezreal. Be careful, but it doesn't really matter because the purple team is falling back as well. Kelsey Jiang, Miss Katarina here. It looks like she's thinking about blue. I'm not sure what she's doing exactly. But Shaco's actually going in on this tower. Italy is able to push it back. Gold-wise, it looks like the blue team is still ahead on gold, but only by 2.1k now. Whereas last time I looked at it, they were about 4k ahead, I believe. So the purple team is catching up. Again, they are still behind, but they're catching up pretty quickly. And a lot of that gold is centered on Vayne. 8,000 of it? Yeah, the most of their gold. Not most of it, but Vayne is the one on their team with the most gold at the moment, which is really great for their team. Because Vayne, again, if she gets fed, she makes it to late game, she is a terror. See there, she's chunking that guy down. Kelsey Jiang does end up taking down the Blitzcrank again, and she successfully escaped out of that, but Boy did die to do that. So that was a 1-for-1 trade, and again, that was a sort of carry, you know, a bruiser for a support. And with Blitzcrank's score, I mean, he's not bad, but you're not going to get nearly as much gold as if they, say, went right on Vayne, who is 839. So they're missing out on a little bit of gold, and the enemy team is getting more gold than they are getting from their little attacks. Now it looks like Nidalee is chasing down the Darius, trying to take him down, but she does not end up doing it. Ezreal comes in as well, but now here's Vayne to help. And Jarvan's here as well, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep going in. No, they don't. Shaco is found. The Nidalee just found him, and now he is caught out of position. He's going to go ahead and deceive over that wall, though, so he's going to escape with no problem. Vayne was there to back him up as well. So the blue team, it looks like, are finally grouping up in the enemy's jungle. They're chasing down that Shaco again. There's the Vayne knockback. Looks like the blue team's going to go ahead and try to take that red buff. And there's the Katarina ulti. There's quite a bit of damage to that Cassin. The Cassin does use his ulti to get out of there, though, so he does not get hit by the Ezreal, so he does not die. Now, it looks like Nidalee is actually pretty low there, and Shaco's going back again inside of that bush. He did get picked up by the ward, though, so he's going to go ahead and have to take off because there's no safe getting out of that. But he's going to make it out of there safely because the blue team finds it more important, understandably, to grab his red than to kill him. Depriving the enemy of resources, always good. They do give the red to Skara on Ezreal. Again, AD carry with red buff is always nice. Looks like Kha'Zix is actually going to go ahead and take the blue buff. He does check this bush, if you notice. It's always a good thing you want to do if you're trying to smite or steal a blue buff. I don't know what that was. If you're trying to steal a blue buff, go ahead and check that bush to make sure nobody's waiting there. Because if somebody is, you're going to be in trouble. Ooh! Ezreal and Kha'Zix just got caught out of position. Ezreal tried to flash over the wall, but he failed flash and flash into the wall, over the wall. So no escape for him. And now Kha'Zix is trying to get out. Katarina came in, get a little harass in there, but I think it was enough to help Kha'Zix survive. Not sure if it was necessary, but you know, it's always nice to help. Darius is actually coming here to go out Nidalee. Oh, and then there's the dragon to the purple team. They were able to get that free dragon. They're yet again back down to 1.2k behind on gold. So they are still catching up slowly. Nidalee does escape that, and it looks like Katarina just went down to Shaco here in mid. I like that. You get to see it explode, and then it's there. So there's that little bit. This is where she goes ahead, and they get the dragon. After that, it looked like they went mid. There's the dragon kill. And the purple team is going to go ahead and head mid, go try to take this tower. Okay, she was way out of position there. Knowing that the enemy was somewhere around there, it was probably not the best of ideas. She does go ahead and go down. Looks like she's trying to just push the lane a little bit to keep the minions off so she can protect that tower, but the tower doesn't end up going down. Nidalee just got caught as well. She's a bit out of position. She did use her ghost to slow down the Shaco, and it was enough apparently. So now Jarvan and Kha'Zix are actually in the mid alone, and Kassadin warps in to kill them. Jarvan jumps over the wall, so he pick this escape. Now Kha'Zix comes in on the Kassadin. Kassadin is going to go down to Kha'Zix. Shaco also goes down to the Kha'Zix. Now the Blitzcrank comes in and kills the Jarvan. And successfully nets the Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix goes down as well, this time to Vayne, which is, again, good for the team. So that did not end up being the best engagement for the blue team. They did get a couple kills, but they did give a couple kills as well. And now the enemy's team is only 0.5k behind. They're now 500 gold behind, and the blue team is rapidly throwing their lead away. It's pretty much gone by now. By 29 minutes in, 500 gold is not a big difference at all. So if you notice the CS here, Jarvan's quite a bit ahead of Shaco. Ezreal is way ahead of Vayne. 40 gold, that's pretty big for an ADC. Katarina's ahead of Kassadin. Darius is actually ahead of Kha'Zix, but Nidalee is way ahead of Blitzcrank. So that's a large part of where this gold lead comes from, is this CS bonus here. Not one, you know, CS gold. CS gold is a lot of gold. Now it looks like Blitzcrank got caught out of position. He is going to go down there and jump Kha'Zix. He did get the 300 gold because of that kill that Blitzcrank got. That was enough to reset his gold back to 300. So that was a 300 gold there for Kha'Zix, which is great. It's one thing about being support. If you do end up getting a kill, it means you're now worth a lot more gold than you were before. Most likely. Not necessarily. Ooh, she does end up landing the spear on the Darius, which does not really do that much damage, but her ghost also hit, but they were able to flash or jump over the wall using the Kassadin ability there. So they did successfully escape that. That's actually a pretty big creep wave up top. Somebody needs to go get that. Looks like Katarina and Nidalee are going to go ahead and fall back. That's a pretty cool cat. Yeah, I like the new kitty. Looks good. Ooh, Jarvan just got caught there. He did end up flashing over the wall though, if you notice. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright. We went a little bit too far back, but that's alright. Sorry, there's that little bit of harass there. Nice little escape there by the captain. Alright, so everybody's falling back now. There we go. Kha'Zix is going to go ahead and looks like he's going to try to take that blue. He does end up getting it, so that's the blue to him. The Jarvan was just going over there, and he does end up flashing over the wall. It looks like he tried to jump to his flag, but his flag wasn't there. So I have a feeling he just misclicked and forgot to put his flag down, because otherwise he would not have had to use his flash. But instead he just jabbed his spear over the wall, and didn't quite go over. Darius just tried to pull the Nidalee, did not end up getting her though. So good dodge with the Nidalee there. And now it looks like the purple team's going to go ahead and go back. Kha'Zix goes back. There's the Ezreal ulti. Hitting... Look like it hit one person. And now Nidalee is coming in. She does get hit a lot by that Kassadin, and gets pulled by the Blitzcrank. So there's another kill to make. And I think she thought the Katarina was going to be there to back her up, but it would have been a 2-on-4, which is still not good odds at all. So, all in all, she got caught out of position quite a bit there. Darius is, if you notice, he has his Oracle, so he's going around clearing the wards. Always annoying to have somebody clearing your wards, because you spent money on those wards, and have somebody just come up and get rid of them like that. It hurts. It's great for them, though, and as somebody who has oracles, it's really annoying when they don't have wards there. Looks like Katarina just got caught, by the way, there with the Darius pull. And now Jarvan's going to go down as well, the Kassadin. Now the Kha'Zix is going to try to escape. He does end up jumping out of that successfully. Ezreal shut down the Vayne, which is great for him. That's quite a bit of gold for him. He does get grabbed by the Blitzcrank, though. That Blitzcrank is a terror this game. He's being very mean. Alright, so Nidalee's coming out, and she's going to have to fall back, though, because there's nothing a support Nidalee can do versus support people. So she does end up falling back. But again, that was great for Ezreal getting that shutdown gold. It means he's, you know, not quite as far behind as he was before. He's at 10,000. She's at 11,000. That is still 1,000 gold, actually 1,500 gold difference. That's almost a BF sword by itself. So he is pretty far behind, but not nearly as far behind as he was before. I'm not sure what Kha'Zix is doing there. I think he was just doing a little bit of harass, trying to see where Shaco was, because he wanted to kill the Shaco. He knew that was the fake Shaco, so he went ahead and ignored that and tried to get the other stuff, but he did not end up getting anything. Nidalee just pink warded this. Always a good idea. Gets rid of the enemy wards, but again, Darius has pink oracles himself, so he just went ahead and got rid of that, which is always angering for Nidalee. She does put a ward there, but this ward picked that up, so they're going to know about it, and she does place another ward here. So the blue team will know if the purple team goes ahead and does Baron. Cassin in there jumped in a little too far and went down for it. Kha'Zix is probably going to die to this. Yeah, Kha'Zix does die to this. He did get the kill on Cassin, though, so far is a 1 versus 1. I was feeling Blitz. Yeah, Blitz just flashed and popped Scar up. Scar did successfully escape. Now Jarvan came in and ultied all these people into his little box of June. Blitzcrank is almost dead. Darius does take down the Katarina, though. Darius is almost dead as well. In goes the Jarvan, does take down the Vayne. Darius is actually really low. He is going to go down to this. He does go down. Now Shaco is trying his best to escape from the Nidalee. Nidalee is actually not that scary, but it's always a bad sign when the enemy team knows where you are. So Shaco's trying to escape now, but 4 members of the team are on him. He does end up deceiving into this bush, but Jarvan sees him. So it's not a perfect escape. The enemy still knows where he is. Nidalee's coming in to close him in. She does almost land her spear. She does miss it, though. And Shaco slows her down, but she uses the cat form to jump there and take him down. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I am back, and Blitzcrank, we're pretty much at the same spot. It was a death of the headset thing. I have a wireless headset, and it decided it didn't have any more power, so it just shut itself off. So Blitzcrank went ahead and pushed this back. Now he's going to go ahead and go back. So he was just pushing it off the tower, getting a little CS for himself. Always a good idea if there's a ton of CS waiting for you and your allies are not there to get it. Go ahead and take it. Yes, you're the support, but hey, you can use money too, and it's better than it just going to the tower for nothing. So, good job to the Blitzcrank. Again, sorry about that little blip there. That was, like I said, my headset. Kind of annoying. On the plus side, I noticed, so I wasn't sitting there talking for a good 5 minutes before deciding that my headset was off. I did know. So, I'm kind of glad about this. It did make that little distinctive bleep noise when it died. So, that's always nice. So, alright, the blue team is back up again. Again, looks like they're actually behind in gold now. The purple team has turned that gold advantage around, and they are now 400. Hold on. Okay, looks like they're about to stop. 500 gold ahead now. 600. They keep gaining because they're CSing, and blue team is not. So there's 600 gold behind at the moment, and that's pretty big considering just a little while ago they were 400 gold behind. Shaco came in, he was going to go ahead and just ward this up, which is good. He did get seen, so the team was chasing him down a little bit, but he was not able to steal the blue at least, and that is pretty important. He didn't get caught too much because of that deceive. It made him very sneaky. Looks like the purple team's going in on the dragon, so because of his sneakiness he did get out of that successfully, but he was not able to get blue buff, which I think is probably what he was going for. So that's yet more global gold for the purple team. The blue team really needs to get it together if they want to turn this back around again, because they're slowly starting to turn and throw this game even more and more. I think that's the second dragon they've missed so far. They just keep getting caught out of position, all spread out. So they are now grouped in mid. I noticed it changed a little while ago on the Baron, but I think that was by the purple team. I'm not completely sure. There is a Blitzcrank pull. He almost got that Jarvan. Had he got that Jarvan, it would have really hurt, because Jarvan would have been way out of position then, and then the purple team could have just collapsed and killed him. But the blue team is now pushing. They're going to go ahead and try to take down a tower, probably. No, they're just going to go and steal blue. Poor Nidalee tried to jump over that wall. Did not quite make it. Sorry, they're actually luring the purple team into this jungle. Wow, Jarvan is actually almost dead here. I believe he got pulled by the Darius just a second ago. What happened? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see. Sorry, this is where I said they were coming up through the middle, and I want to see what happened to that Jarvan, because he got really low. Oh, I bet he got, yes, he got Blitzcrank grabbed. does end up using his ability to get back over that wall though, so that did end up helping him survive. But let's see if he actually survives this. Darius just flashed over the wall, trying to take him down. He just tried to use his ability to kill said Jarvan. Now, Voyboy came in. He did get pulled by the Darius, but they're doing quite a bit of damage to Darius. Italy came in. Looks like Voyboy is almost dead now. He actually minded him, so he does go down to Vayne. Italy is now going back. Ezreal just went down to Blitzcrank. Italy is probably going to go down to Vayne. Yes, she does go down to Vayne. Jarvan's going back here, and it looks like the Katarina is going to die. She's going to try... Yeah, she does Shunpo to Jarvan, which unfortunately revealed Jarvan. So now Jarvan died as well. He was actually just half a second away from going back. And had she not Shunpo'd to him, he might have escaped. I'm not sure. But when she Shunpo'd to him, that revealed him. And he's probably yelling at her a bit because it ends up being no survivors instead of one survivor. But it's like that, the whole tale about the frog, or the crabs and the steaming boiling thing of water. One tries to escape and the others pull him back down. Don't know that that's true, but it's always a good tale. And I think it kind of applies in this case. So the purple team's actually going to go ahead and get this Baron. They are going to get it free because the blue team is all dead. Kha'Zix is now back up, Ezreal's back up, Italy's coming back up now. So, but they're still way too far away to stop this Baron. So the Baron is going to go to the purple team. Unless Ezreal manages to nab it with an ulti, but he does not. So down goes the Baron to the purple team. Had they had wards, it might have been able to do it, but I don't think... Yeah, Darius had oracles, so that wouldn't have happened anyway. Those wards would have gone down. So there we go. There goes Baron to the purple team, and the purple team has a decisive lead now. That is almost 6k ahead now. So the blue team has thoroughly thrown their advantage. Kha'Zix jumps over. He does land the slow on the Cassidy. Cassidy uses his flash to get out of that. Now Shaco comes in to help him. He does plant his box, which ends up fearing it, and Cassidy is able to successfully escape the Nidalee and Kha'Zix. It was a close one for Cassidy, though. Just look at his health there after regenning. So alright, that was a Nidalee Spear that just narrowly missed that Shaco. Did end up missing, but the blue team is going to go ahead and take this tower. There's nothing to do. So down goes that tower. Now there's the ping to fall back. Always a good idea when the enemy team has Baron. You don't want to engage the enemy team if they have Baron, because they'll win. Almost definitely. Even if you have a lead, they're likely to win. And when you're behind like the blue team now is, you definitely don't want to go engaging the enemy when they have Baron. So they're going to go ahead and go back to their own jungle where it's safe for the moment. There are wards here to pick up the enemy if they start coming. Darius does not have his oracles anymore. Again, that is one of the new things in this season. The oracles has a time limit. In Season 2, oracles was there until you died, which was really nice if you got the oracles, but if the enemy had the oracles down the Italy, the enemy had the oracles, kind of stink. But now it's a 5-minute, I believe, timer. So you want to get it when you're planning on using it. In they go. The Jarvan went ahead and ultimately the Vayne. She was stuck in there, but she was not able to. The enemy team was not able. The blue team was not able to capitalize on it. They still had to stick within range of her. So, down went the Cassidy to the Jarvan. So Jarvan did end up taking that down. The Ezreal is actually doing a little bit of harass. He looks like he's thinking. Okay. He now knows that they're there, so he's going to go ahead and fall back. The Shaco just sees to him. There's the slow. Ezreal does flash over that wall, but he was ignited, so he does go down to the Shaco. Good job there to the Shaco. Jarvan's going back now. If this Shaco sees him, he's not going to go back. Nope, he's not going back now. He does use his shield. Going to go ahead and jump over that, but Shaco uses Deceive, so Jarvan is going to go down. Down goes the Jarvan. And the purple team is now pushing mid. They're going to go ahead and take this tower 100%. This inhibitor is going to go down as well. Voyboy on Kha'Zix is going to try to defend as much as possible, but there's really not much to do. He's going to be able to keep them off of these towers at least. But all in all, that's 2 towers down because this one's going to go down to Shaco. Shaco's taking that. Ooh, hold on. What happened there? What did Voyboy just do? It's alright. Voyboy actually, he jumped over into the middle of them and just instantly melted. That was a terrible idea. 3 of them there. I don't think he realized that there were 3 of them there. He probably thought he was just going to be against Vayne. So he actually jumped over, and now Nidalee just got pulled over because of this ward. She just got yanked by the Draven ulti. So down she goes as well. Now Katarina is running from Vayne. don't want to get hit by that because, again, she is nasty. And Vayne would definitely win that engagement at the moment. 10k ahead now for the purple team. Blue team is definitely behind, and they are showing it. Any engagement they come across now, they lose. So they have to be very careful. Again, aw, they're so cute. Look at them there, just cuddling together. In death. Yep, gotta run the ball. Sorry, Ezreal's down here farming, pushing the lane back, getting a little farm for himself. 234 to 335. He's actually tied with her, or ahead on CS now. So, he's actually keeping up pretty well on CS, unlike Katarina is now behind. Kha'Zix is actually ahead, so that switched around before. Darius. Oh, I called him Draven earlier. Sorry about that, guys. That's Darius. Darius was the one that was ahead of Kha'Zix, and he was the only one on the purple team who was ahead of the blue team. But now, it's actually almost exactly inverted. It's kind of funny. Kha'Zix just took down that Ezreal right in front of my eyes, and I wasn't even noticing because I was so busy looking at this stuff. Oh. Okay. Bye, Darius. Not Draven. Alright, so there we go. Looks like... he went ahead and shot over here to check out that bush, and now he's going in on the double golems. Kha'Zix, I guess knows about it. Yeah, he can see it because of these minions. So, he knows that Ezreal's there, and that's how he just came in and just instantly killed him. That was quick. Down goes the Ezreal. There's 260 more gold to the Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix's going to go ahead and go back and buy yet another item. He's looking pretty dangerous.
Purple team has slain the
By pretty dangerous, I mean very dangerous. Sorry, Vayne just soloed the dragon by herself. Always easy to do by this type of fleet. But, there's yet more gold to the purple team that will not be going to the blue team. There was a Nidalee Spear hoping to get somebody that was following after Kelsey Shialo, but did not end up getting anybody. Good attempt, though. And there's a ward there from Blitzcrank thinking about pulling somebody if they were sticking around, but luckily for them, they didn't. And there's a ward from the blue team saying, hey, this way we can see. Always a good idea if you're stuck inside your base, go ahead and ward here and here, because that allows you to see if the enemy team is running back and forth between lanes, and allows you to defend a whole lot easier because you know exactly what's going on. Like now, they see Shaco is pushing bot, so they can go ahead and counter that. But unfortunately, they can't really because they just got caught quite a bit. Down goes Kelsey Young, Katarina, down goes the Nidalee Soul. And Jarvan's going down now. Jarvan does go down, and now Ezreal cannot. Kha'Zix just got pulled by Blitzcrank. Kha'Zix jumps out. It looks like he does make it, yes. Ezreal is going to go ahead and make it as well, unless he gets pulled. He doesn't get pulled. Oh, he does get pulled. I lied. Yep, down goes the Ezreal. Kha'Zix got another kill. Down goes the fake Shaco. But it looks like this is pretty much GG because there's not going to be much that Kha'Zix can do alone. So good job to the purple team turning that around against a team of quite heavy hitters. It's pretty impressive, and there we go. Boom. It's okay. Pause it there again. Words don't come up when I'm mousing over the items. Alright, so take a look at the items. We've got Shaco, who has a Frozen Mallet, Static Shiv, Wriggles Lantern, BF Sword, and Boots of Mobility with the Home Guard enchant. Vayne has Berserker's Greaves with the Furor enchant, Last Whisper, Static Shiv, Warmogs, Bloodthirster, and Infinity Edge. Kassadin's got his Rabadons, Zhonya's, Rod of Ages, Seraph's Embrace, Void Staff, and Sorcerer's Shoes. No enchant there. So that's the only item he's missing. Otherwise, he's fully decked out. Darius has a Negatron, Ninja Tabby, no enchantment, BF Sword, Sunfire Cape, Warmogs, and Frozen Heart. And Blitzcrank's got a Runic Bulwark, Frozen Heart, Shirelia's Lock of the Iron Solari, Ninja Tabby with the Home Guard enchant, and a Ruby Sightstone. On the blue team, Jarvan has a Black Cleaver, double Warmogs, a Mercury's Treads with the Home Guard enchant, and the Wriggles Lantern. Ezreal has Bloodthirster, Warmogs. Apparently, you see this a lot more at the moment because Warmogs is cheap for what it gives you. So a lot of times you will see the AD carries going with Warmogs. Again, both of them have it. Last Whisper, BF Sword, Sword of the Occult. I don't usually see that. That's pretty interesting. And Berserker's Greaves. That is odd. Yeah. I don't know if he decided to just troll with that or what was going on there. But normally you don't see them getting the stackable items in solo queue because you're not going to be doing well enough usually. Unless you're, say, I don't know, smurfing. So maybe smurfing, I can see that. But usually in your elo, you're not going to see that. Katarina's got Zonya's Hourglass, Warmog's Armor, Abyssal Scepter, Haunting Guise, Sorcerer's Shoes, no enchant, and Sight Ward. Kha'Zix has Doran's Shield, Giant's Belt, Mercury's Judge with the Home Guard enchant, Last Whisper, Bloodthirster, and Black Cleaver. And Nidalee has Rabadon's, Void Staff, Twin Shadows, Ninja Tabby with the Alacrity enchant, just the flat 15 movement speed, Ruby Sightstone, and a Blasting Wand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very high elo game with the names that I actually recognize again. And thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.